Hello everyone and welcome back to another screencast. This is on how to use a protractor when we're working with pie charts. It's the simple version. We already know the angles. We just need to know how to position our protractor on to measure the angle correctly. So it should be nice and easy, but you do need to be doing this with me. There's no point just watching, because if you just watch, it won't work. You need to do and watch and pause and do questions and do things like that. So what's a protractor? A protractor is a measuring instrument typically made of transparent glass or plastic. Plastic really, I've not really seen any glass ones. For measuring angles, most protractors measure angles in degrees, and that's from Wikipedia. There are two types of protractors that we commonly see. There's definitely one that we commonly see, which is this one. The only thing I would mention is normally your one will have a little extra bit on the bottom that you can't see on this one. Just bear that in mind that yours will, and make sure that you always line up on the zero line. Don't line up on the bottom. The bottom's not zero. It's this line straight through here that's at zero. So just bear that in mind as we go through. Yours will look a little bit different than mine, but line up on the baseline, which is the zero line. That's what I like to call it anyway. The other protractor that we don't see that often but is around, and if we can get hold of one, they are absolutely fantastic, is the full 360 degree protractor. Highly recommend getting one of these because it helps when we're doing any angles over 180, because all of these ones only go up to 180. So definitely helpful, quite a lot actually, especially with bearings and things like that. Well worth getting a hold of. You normally can't get them at your local supermarket or things like that. You need to go to a specialty retailer, somewhere like Ryman's. Thank you, Ryman's. Not sponsored by Ryman's, but I'm always open to suggestions. Or your maths department can often get hold of them for you, so go and see them. Okay, without further ado, here we go. We've already got our angles as mentioned before, but some podcast listeners were asked what their favourite podcast was out of three choices below. Here are the results. We've got Super Rugby Podcast. So 30 people said Super Rugby Podcast. 25 people said Armchair Expert, and 17 people said Fully Charged. Now, what that equates to is 150 degrees, 125 degrees, and 85 degrees. If you'd like to know how to do that, then there is another video on that, so I will leave that to that one. That's just creating pie charts. This is all just about using a protractor when you're drawing a pie chart. So these are 150 degrees. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw in Super Rugby Podcast at 150 degrees, and we're going to place our protractor down on the page. We're going to make sure that our central point is at the center of the circle, and our line is running through zero, because we're going to measure from zero through to 150 degrees. So let's do that now. Measure all the way around. We can clearly see 150 degrees is there, like that. What you would do now is you take away your protractor and you draw your line. Okay, so well done. You then need to make sure that you do all the other piece of information. So you still need to write in there 150 degrees, and you still need to write in Super Rugby Podcast. Right, so next up we're going to measure 125 degrees for Armchair Expert, but we need to reposition that protractor. So we're going to reposition it right there. So we can see again we're on zero. We can see that our midpoint is on the midpoint of the circle, and we're going to measure from zero the whole way through to 125, which is there. And we're going to take away our protractors, and you will then put your line through. So there you go. Remember the last step. Oh, sorry, that's going to go because of my PowerPoint, but you would then draw out 125 and your Armchair Expert. Okay. So this will go after a while as well, but we'll get there in the end. And the last one will be, you should draw that. You should measure that angle to make sure it's correct, but you'd put in there 85 and you'd say Fully Charged in there. So let me just finish that off like it should do, like yours should look, Super Rugby Podcast. So you clearly have said what you've done. You've clearly labelled it. Absolutely fantastic. It's all about repositioning that protractor in the right space each time. So let's go over the next one now. I'd like you to pause the video, give this a go yourself, come back and see if you've got it correct, because this is the quiz question. Well done, everyone. Hopefully you've had some time to do that. So some students at school, at a cool school that Mr. Warren teaches at, were asked what their favourite subjects was out of the three choices below. I'm dyslexic. Hopefully you know that by now. Here are the results. Science, we've got a frequency of 25. Maths, a frequency of 25. And English, a frequency of 22. That equates to 125 degrees, 125 degrees, and 110. So let's start with science. So we're going to measure that angle and go through. And hopefully you'd have all of these answers as you go. We're going to measure that angle, put it in, science, measure the next angle, maths, measure the last angle, English. Make sure you measure all angles. I know if you do these first two, this should be the correct. But if you measured it and it wasn't right, then you could think, oh, maybe I've done something wrong. Label them all. Very important we label them all. Take your time. Remember, all these constructions need to be very accurate. And when someone's marking and then they put an overlay over top, you've got a little bit of tolerance to be in and out of, but it needs to be pretty much bang on. Hopefully you found that ridiculously easy. Sometimes it is quite difficult positioning those protractors, but hopefully you nailed it today. If you have nailed it, guess what time it is? It is revision card time. Once you've done that, hopefully you have a great day, great evening, or whatever you're doing. Until next time, it's been a pleasure.